Today we're talking about some easy essential oil recipes featuring the Simply Earth Essential Oil Recipe Box. If you don't want to miss them, then make sure you keep watching. Hey everybody, if you're new here, my name is Teph, and today I'm going to be talking about some awesome essential oil recipes. Now I actually got these from an essential oil subscription box. It's called Simply Earth. They were kind enough to send it to me for review purposes, and even before they contacted me, I've been wanting to get into essential oils more. I really like the idea that they're natural. When I was actually doing the research for this video, I was researching essential oils versus using like perfumes and fragrances and stuff like that. They can have like all these chemicals in perfumes and like fragrances that they don't have to disclose, and those chemicals have been linked to hormone imbalances and allergic reactions. That's just kind of scary. Like, you could be allergic to something and it's not even listed on the thing that you're putting on yourself or you're smelling or whatever. So essential oils are a great way to do that. Plus they have a lot of really cool aromatherapy uses and other things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this, and then we're gonna go ahead and try out the recipes. I really like how the August box came with everything, and it's just like all in this nice little package. This is what the box will look like when you receive it. So when you go ahead and open it, you'll see you have a lot of goodies. The first thing on here is these little referral postcards. 13% of proceeds are used to help end human trafficking, which is amazing. If you've done any research into human trafficking, you know that it's just terrifying and it can really affect all of us, especially young women. On the back of the card, there's also some information on how you can get some free goodies from Simply Earth, including a free essential oil or a $40 gift card to the site. They sent me a few of these postcards, but obviously it's not really practical for me to collect all of your addresses and mail them on out, so just go ahead and check the info below. These are all of the non-essential oil items that you'll need in order to make these recipes. Of course, you need the recipe cards themselves, which I'll go over in a second. We have 2 roller balls. This is supposed to be like to sniff scents. Now I will say that I think I managed to lose a piece along the way. I feel like there were supposed to be another one of these, but I think we'll be able to get away with it, so I don't think it will be a problem. These are some natural, like, irregular marbles that we'll see in a second. We have a couple of labels, and then of course we have some almond oil, which we'll use for a base on a couple of the recipes. Here's a closer look at the essential oils. You get 15 milliliters of grapefruit essential oil, 15 milliliters of Cova essential oil, I'm not sure about the pronunciation of that, 15 milliliters of a Focus essential oil blend. This one is a coffee essential oil, and it is a little smaller. It is only 5 milliliters. First 2 cards have a couple of diffuser recipes, and by the way, all of these recipes are back to school themed, but you could use them anytime. This one is the Rise and Shine diffuser blend, which is 6 drops of grapefruit essential oil and 3 drops of coffee essential oil, which you can put in your diffuser to help you wake up. And the second one is a do your homework diffuser blend that will kind of help you focus. So this is going to be 5 drops of grapefruit essential oil, 3 drops of Focus essential oil blend, and 2 drops of coffee essential oil. The next recipe, and the first one we're going to make on this video, is a Get Focused roll-on, which is going to be a great blend anytime you need to study harder or focus more. For this super simple recipe, you only need 3 ingredients. You need your almond oil, your roller ball, and your Focus essential oil blend. First off, we're going to take the roller ball and remove the top, and then we are going to go in with the Focus essential oil blend. We need 5 drops of this into the top. You'll see that there's this little dropper at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put it over the top. Hope I don't spill it too badly. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So we have our 5 drops in here. Next off, we need our almond oil. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the rest of this bottle, the roller ball, with the almond oil. The roller ball is filled. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the angle and the lighting, but we are just gonna go ahead and take the top and push this in all the way. So we have a little seal there, and then we can go ahead and put on the top. And now we have a roller ball that we can rub on our necks or behind our ears anytime we need to focus more. I'm gonna go ahead and put some right here so I can smell it. Oh, and boy, does it smell good. Next, we are making an immune boosting inhaler. I can tell you this is what I need right now. I'm actually sick as I'm filming this video, and as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna go back to bed. For this recipe, you're going to need Cova essential oil, grapefruit essential oil, coffee essential oil, tweezers, little inhaler with the top, and the little cotton insert, and then also a small bowl to mix everything in. In the small bowl, start with 7 drops of the Cova Essential Oil. Next, we're using 5 drops of the grapefruit essential oil and 3 drops of the coffee essential oil. You're supposed to blend these. I'm just trying to swirl them a little bit. I don't think they're blending as much as they could, but we're just gonna call it good. Next, you wanna take your cotton insert and put it in there and soak it in the essential oils. And I am just going to stir it around to make sure I get everything that I can. If you have a smaller container than this even, then that might be good, but this is all the small container I really had. So we're just kind of making do with what we have. And then there is our soaked cotton. Next, we're going to take the main piece of the inhaler and put the cotton in. Next, we just take the top and pop that little baby on. And then all you have to do, twist it up. Now this essential oil combination is absolutely amazing. As you can see, there are some little holes there so you can smell it. You just put it in your nose. I know this sounds weird, like just in the tip. Hold your other nostril shut and then inhale. And the grapefruit and the coffee are really invigorating, but the Cova is actually calming. Next recipe is for a backpack freshener, which I really needed back in high school. For this recipe, we're going to need the almond oil, grapefruit essential oil, little glass marble bead things, and the burlap sack. This recipe is super easy. Start by adding the beads to the burlap sack. Then all you have to do is apply 10 drops of your grapefruit oil and 1/2 teaspoon of the almond oil, which I'm going to eyeball because I did not grab a teaspoon. So we're just gonna go ahead and eyeball that. That looks good. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull a drawstring. Ah! Some came out the bottom. Apparently I added too much. So just go ahead and shake that up, and I'm sure that will just kind of soak back in, and we will be all good to go. The last recipe is for a stress-relieving dough ball. You can play with this whenever you're feeling stressed or tired, and it's a great pick-me-up. For this recipe, you're going to need 1 cup of flour, almond oil, Focus essential oil blend, grapefruit essential oil, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and 1 cup of water. You can also use a spoon to stir and some food coloring to color your dough ball if you'd like. Start by combining your 1 cup of flour and 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar in your bowl, and then we are going to add the water. Oh, I hope I had a big enough bowl for this. We're going to add our almond oil, and we need 1 tablespoon of the almond oil. And try to use a bigger bowl than I did, because this is gonna be interesting. Next, go ahead and stir the whole thing up. You can definitely use your fingers for this if you would like. As much as I love flour and water soup, this wasn't quite the effect I was going for. I think we definitely need some more flour, so I'm just gonna add in little bits until it gets to more of a dough ball consistency. So I just read the directions, and apparently I missed that you're supposed to just do a teaspoon of the water at a time until the dough is no longer sticky, so don't dump it all in at once unless you want a giant dough ball like I have here. I'm gonna add in some red food coloring because I want a pink dough ball. So I'm gonna start by making a little indentation here. This is my attempt not to get anything stained red. I'm just gonna take 2 drops of that. And then I'm just gonna kind of squeeze that in there and kind of hope I can mix this up again without staining anything. Now, since I'm gonna be working this through anyway, I might as well add my essential oils. I'm gonna be adding 10 drops of the grapefruit essential oil. Again, I'm gonna do a little well so it doesn't escape. And 5 drops of Focus essential oil. Then go ahead and just mix that up the same way. Here is the fully mixed dough ball. Since I didn't put a lot of color in, it's just a really light pink. It smells really great and it's a lot of fun to play with. For the other half of the dough ball, I'm gonna color this one green, and I'm gonna do, I guess, let's try 3 drops of green and see how green that makes it. I'm going to start with the grapefruit essential oil for this one, and by the way, I'm using the blend from the Back to School Rise and Shine Diffuser blend, and also coffee. Carefully fold it in. There's how the green one turned out. I didn't quite mix it entirely, but it will mix while I'm playing with it. and here's the pink one side by side for comparison. This is definitely, once you know what you're doing, a pretty simple way to make a fun stress relief toy. I hope you guys enjoyed these recipes. It was a ton of fun to make them. If you do decide to make them yourself, or if you decide to get anything from Simply Earth, I'd love to know about it in the comments down below, or you could reach out to me on social media. All those links are in my description box. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, babes!